Hey, Rajee Narinesingh here, trans activist, author, and actress. Some people pronounce it Rajee. Well, okay, Rajee, Rajee. Honey, as long as you're saying my name, that's all that matters. Let me stop. But anyway, I'm also currently appearing on season 2 of Botched on the E Network, so you might want to check that out. Oh my gosh, yesterday was a good day. Now, we all have our good days and bad days, but yesterday was a really good day for me. I was out and about and I got recognized by quite a few people yesterday. Oh my gosh, wonderful people who came up to me and gave me such great feedback. They said how they loved my essence and I touched them. They wanted to take pictures with me. It was really fun. That's always really fun. And I was on the radio, Rick Party on Hot 105 FM here in South Florida. From time to time, I'm on a show. Usually, I'm giving my opinion on some sort of transgender topic. Yesterday was on the military's policy when it comes to transgender service members here in America. So that was pretty fun. Also, I got to give a shout out to Jill Tracy at Hot 105. She has a show on Sunday nights that I've also been on a couple times. But it was really good to be able to voice my opinion yesterday on Rick's show because, honey, there were quite a few callers calling in with some ignorant comments, and I had to get my comments in. I'm sorry. So that was great. But the highlight of the day was me meeting up with my family. I met up with my Uncle Mukesh, who I actually call Popo. He's my Popo. Well, what happened, from young, I don't know why, but that's what I called him, and I still call him that. And my cousin Ashrani, his daughter, her husband Antonio, and their 2 children. And we got together for dinner. It was really, really nice. Great atmosphere, delicious food, wonderful conversation, and just an overall energy of love. And after dinner, we left and we went to Mira, who is another cousin of mine. She actually has a hotel motel not too far from where the restaurant was. So I thought, oh, it would be fun to surprise Mira. I didn't tell her that I was bringing, the family by. So she was pretty surprised. And, we sat there for about an hour and a half and we had pretty good conversation. So it was really a lot of fun. I mistakenly left my flashers on. So when we were leaving, we had all said our goodbyes. I actually got in the car. They had already left. My uncle and Ashrani and Antonio, they pulled off. And I put my key in the ignition and it won't start. Oh God. So I'm like, I run in the office and ask Mira, does she have any jumper cables? And she didn't have any. So I'm like, well, maybe, Antonio and Ashrani, they have some in their truck. So I called Ashrani and I told her what was going on. And she said, no, they didn't have any. So I told her, I said, all right, well, listen, it was so good seeing you all. Y'all have a safe trip and we'll talk soon. And she's like, no, we already turned around. We're coming back. So just then, Mira came out the office and she says, oh, my workman here on the premises, he says he has some. So it was perfect. My cousin, Ashrani, and Antonio, they came back, with my uncle and the kids. And Antonio, Ashrani's husband, used the workman's jumper cables to give me a jump. He's quite a handyman. I was like, Ashrani girl, I need you to rub off on me, honey. I need to stop attracting these dogs and attract the Prince Charming. But no, he was very helpful. And then, so anyway, we said our goodbyes again and we were all on the road. And about maybe 10 minutes after I was heading home, I get a text from Ashrani. And the text says, listen, my husband Antonio says that, if you need another battery, he'll go with you tomorrow to get the battery, and he'll use his military discount for you. And I just thought, man, that's so sweet. Thankfully, the battery regenerated or recharged itself, so I'm fine. I'm good. But oh my gosh, it was just a really great day. A day of just getting together with family, and experiencing that true family love. I have to say, it's nothing like being able to get together with family who love and embrace you for who you are. And, for LGBT people, it is very difficult coming out to our families. Uh, Unfortunately, many times LGBT people are disowned by their parents and even other family members when they come out and say that they're gay or transgender or lesbian. And so it's one of the most difficult things for us, because really, don't we all want to know that our parents are behind us, love and support us, and our family? Most importantly, our parents, but family too. We all want that, I think. And so that's why it can be so difficult. And I do have family members that have turned their back. I do. Family members that don't accept me because I'm trans. But why sit here and harp on those family members when I can think of many family members that do love and support me and that are in my corner? And yesterday, being with my uncle Mukesh, aka Popo, and Ashrani and Antonio, and the sweet kids, it really affirmed that for me, that I am loved. That I am loved. I sit and I just feel so much gratitude in this moment. It's like it's just me really being thankful and looking at the glass half full instead of half empty. I think it's all how we look at things. And I can just think of family that like have really been in my corner. I mean, first off, my mom, who has been the epitome of what a mother should be. And even when she didn't understand my transgenderism, and my transgenderism was like the pink elephant in the room, I always knew that she was in my corner and she had my back and that she loved me. I always knew that. My dad, who's passed away now, had a pretty difficult time with me being transgender. And for much of our life, we weren't very close. I think that had a lot to do with it, my transgenderism. But, fortunately, before he passed away, we did connect, and there was kind of like this full circle moment where there was love and a deep connection. So I'm so grateful for that. But I say all of that to say that even with Dad, like, as hard as he was on me, and, as critical, because it was like times in my life where I felt like I couldn't do anything right for this man, I tell you. But, even as hard as he was, I think I always knew that when it came down to it, Dad still had my back. You know, he still had my back. He still had my back. He was still gonna, when the crap hit the fan, he was gonna step to the plate and be there to support me. So yeah, and then I think of other family members like my Aunt Martha, Titi. I call her. That's another one that I named from young, Popo and Titi, and I call her Titi to this day. She's been wonderful, and my cousin Sumitra and her family, wonderful. There's Diane Robinson, another cousin, always been in my corner. Diane, I love you, Didi. Really. Stephanie and her gang in Philadelphia, more cousins of mine. Francine and Monique in Atlanta. We have Tanya, Narinesingh Griffin and Rock, out in California, more cousins of mine. There's Canada, Dala, Michelle and Pam. Thank you. You've been in my corner and you've given me that love and support. Oh my gosh, I mean, there's just the list goes on. We have who else here? There's how can I forget? Rakesh and Sharmila, who are actually Popo, my uncle Mukesh, Popo, his other children, who have been very supportive. I mean, Sharmila and her husband, wonderful. I remember when they were living in Homestead, Florida, and I went to visit. I mean, I just felt so welcomed. Another military man. I tell you, there's something about my cousin Ashrani and Sharmila with these military men. Maybe I need to go on a base. I don't know. They probably shoot me. Anyway, no, all joking aside, just a lot of love, and I'm grateful, and I wish I could, name everyone, but I just want all of my family to know that the ones that have been there for me, and loved and supported me and respected me for my decisions. Thank you. Thank you. I feel so blessed. So thank you very much. Popo, Ashrani, Antonio. Oh my God, and the two sweet, sweet little children. It was so wonderful yesterday. Thank you for a great day. Thank you for making me feel so loved. Thank you for reminding me that I do have family that loves and respects me. It was a great day. I love you. I love you guys. Thank you.